Happy Halloween, October Panic Attack YouTube community. It is 2013, and happy Halloween, everybody. I hope you guys are having an amazing time, and I hope you're having a great time. And right now, tonight, I want to talk to you about a place called Shocktoberfest in Sinking Spring, Pennsylvania, kind of the Reading, Pennsylvania area. And I want to give a shout out to an awesome dad named Tim, who we met tonight, who watches a lot of these videos with his daughter and his daughter's friend. I want to say hello, Tim, and it was great meeting you tonight and exposing your daughter to all this awesome Halloween events. And I want to give a shout out to Pat and Rob, who run Shocktoberfest. Very awesome, creative, and very determined individuals who run this attraction. Shocktoberfest, like I said, is in Reading, Pennsylvania. There are 3 attractions here, and these 3 attractions are the Unknown. You also have the Zombies Revenge Haunted Hayride, and you also have Prison of the Dead Escape. Last time we were at Shocktoberfest was 2010, and there were definitely some significant changes in these past 3 years to when we last went in 2010. I have heard that it's pretty similar or the same as it was last year. But we haven't been here since 2010. With the addition of the Unknown, much longer Prison of the Dead Escape, with some added things in there. So there's a lot of different things, a lot of changes since 2010. And of course, this year you also have the controversy with the nakedness that has been publicized all over the internet, all over the news, all over the world. And that is why I'm doing this talk tonight about Shocktoberfest with my shirt off. Why not? This is for Shocktoberfest. I gotta have my shirt off, right? So anyway, there's a lot of controversy online about the nakedness and everything else, and you guys have read about it and heard about it ad nauseum, so you know all about it. So it's fun stuff, and they say that no press is bad press. So there you have it. And you can do your own research on the website about the whole Naked and Scared Challenge. I believe it's called Naked and Scared Challenge, yeah. So anyway, I wanted to let you guys know you have the 3 attractions, and you have this really cool carnival setting, and you actually have people who run the carnival, and they kind of live on the property throughout the duration in trailers and everything, like a real carnival, like a real traveling circus carnival environment. And you have some carnival games, you have lots of great carnival food. It's a real carnival strip there. And it literally is a strip. It's not like a open carnival like Frightland, but it's like a strip, straight down. Lots of great food, the best candy selection I've ever seen. Every kind of candy, sugar candy you could think of, great apple cider. And you have a lot of carnival games, and of course, even some weird carnival side attractions and things like that. You never know what's going to pop up, and they tend to have the most carnival environment in the month of October. Okay, now this place as a whole has the most violent, physical, acrobatic actors coming from every orifice of every room. Yes, Shocktoberfest. I hope you heard what I said there, folks. I mean, their actors are violently, acrobatically insane. And Shocktoberfest loves pitch black. If you have a fear of pitch black like I do, this could be a good thing or a bad thing. For me, it's a bad thing, which equals a good thing. Anyway, they love pitch black here. So if you take pitch black and you mixed it with violent acrobatic actors, all hell is going to break loose, literally. Now, you want to, just for some logistics, you want to make sure that you do the Unknown and the Prison first, because I believe that they close before the Hayride does. Okay, so make sure that you do the Unknown and you do the Prison of the Dead Escape first, before you do the Hayride. And we went on a September night, and the crowds are low on that particular night. We went on a Sunday night. You know, this is an attraction, once again, that can get some pretty heavy lines. So if you want to make sure that you're not there when the lines are, longer, you can go on a Sunday night, you can go in September, so on and so forth. And they're also open on some Thursday nights in the month of October, so you can also guarantee that you'll have lower crowds on those particular nights as well. I'm going to look at each attraction here, but another thing, before I do that, I wanted to give you a quote from one of the actors to me tonight, and the quote was something along the lines of, "I'm going to cut your beard off and put it on my face." Can't beat that, folks. You can't beat that, Shocktoberfest. Um, let's start with the first attraction here, the Unknown. The Unknown is a change from 2010. I believe they might have changed it in 2011, or they brought the Unknown in, is what I mean. Because in 2010, when we were last there, it was a 3D house, and I forget the name of it, like an asylum or something. And in 2011, I believe, they changed it over to an attraction called the Unknown. And the Unknown is an extremely unique, very original, conceptual, Disneyland type haunted house type of deal, where there's an extensive backstory that deals with people's phobias. It has a steampunk type vibe at times. It utilizes screens, kind of like a movie size screens. It utilizes a lot of audio dialogue and lots of different effects and things like that. And you have to also understand that this is a house that utilizes the old-fashioned red and blue 3D glasses, but in a way that is a lot different, actually. And actually, the red and blue 3D glasses, there were parts where it wasn't in 3D and then parts where it was in 3D. So we found ourselves kind of putting the glasses on top of our head for those times, or holding them in our hands, and then putting them on our faces for when we needed to use them. Now the 3D at times was hard to see. I don't know if that was, just the glasses I was wearing, or whatever, but the 3D was difficult at times. I mean, you're using the old-fashioned red and blue 3D glasses, and it's going from 3D to non-3D. So this house is mixing both. So if you keep the glasses on, you might even get a little bit more confused. So you might want to take the glasses, put them back on, take them, put them back on, so on and so forth. And there is very, very wide pitch blackness in this place too, meaning you could put your arms completely out and not feel the walls, so it makes you very, very disoriented. And it's a sporadic pitch blackness, which takes you off guard because you have these 3D sections as well. Excellent intro to this piece. It felt like I was at Great Adventure, like at one of those attractions, one of those side rides at Great Adventure before you get on the ride type of deal. We definitely felt like I wanted to see the 3D better, when we were using the glasses, but the concepts were, really, really cool, dealing with phobias and just really, really unique conceptual idea at this place. And once again, this place had totally insane Shocktoberfest actors coming from every section. They really made this house, I mean, just, really, really cool. And the environment of this house, when you're actually looking at the Unknown, it is a very unique piece. It's a very unique place. Crates and boxes and old toys and all these different things. And I think they even made their own claustrophobic situations in this house. I don't want to give too much away. And so it's a very unique piece, and this would be the attraction that people would be doing naked and scared in. And I gotta say, this would be the attraction to be naked in, because it would make you, it's kind of trippy, especially with the pitch blackness in it. It would be really, really interesting and kind of weird. And I wonder if they would be touching you as much as they were for us tonight. But anyway, so the actors were completely insane in the Unknown, and they come from all over the place, and it's a really, really unique house, extremely unique conceptual house. And this would be the place where you would be naked, of course, if you chose to do that and you were over 18. Read the website. They also have a hayride here. Okay, and it's called the Zombies Revenge Haunted Hayride. Lots of backstory on this hayride as well. And I'm going to say completely unique hayride theme, thematically. I've never had like a zombie safari theme in a hayride in my entire life. So way to go, props on that. Awesome, awesome, awesome. A totally original theme on this. This is a dark hayride. It's a claustrophobic hayride. It's a loud hayride. It's a hot hayride. It's very thematic. And I'm going to say this to you again, folks. On a hayride, the most violent actors I've ever seen on a hayride, flipping, jumping, grabbing you, touching you, pushing you, pulling you, insane, coming from everywhere. And the actors work so well together on this darn hayride, so well together. And I found myself being extremely scared of what the hayride actors were gonna do to me. Like you think you're safe, but I actually did not feel like safe like that. Like I didn't know if they were gonna pull my hair this time, which they did, or if they were gonna, you know, push me or pull me or get in my face. Or they were very, very violent and acrobatic actors with a lot of touching, and there is a ton of touching and grabbing and pushing and pulling all throughout Shocktoberfest 3 Haunt. So get ready for that, folks. If you don't like that, this is not for you. They work so well together on this hayride, and they're coming from all different directions. Very, very creative. Great intro backstory to it. They filmed something for this. There's a lot of backstory in the unknown. There's a lot of backstory in the Zombie Revenge Haunted Hayride, and there's a lot of backstory in the third attraction as well. And the third attraction is actually my favorite attraction personally. This is my favorite attraction. It's the Prison of the Dead Escape. And they've had this prison there when we last went in 2010, but it is newly expanded for 2013, actually. As you can see, I'm scratching my arms and scratching my stomach because my shirt's off. And it's a very, very rude to do, actually, probably in front of the camera. And quite disgusting. But anyway, we're going to continue on here because they have this naked attraction. So I wanted to, take my shirt off. Anyway, the Prison of the Dead Escape is, it's freaking terrifying. Okay? I'm going to just say that just like that. It's freaking terrifying. Folks, this thing is 50,000 square feet. I believe that's how big it is. Do you have any concept of how big that is? This thing will make you go crazy. You take a real bus ride to the prison. It's really scary, this place. Crawling, darkness, never-ending, corners, maze. Like you don't know where the heck you're going sometimes. Dark, did I say dark? Chaotic, perfectly timed lighting. Mental, diverse, very physical, very creepy, disgusting at times, insane actors touching you, grabbing you, pushing you, pulling you, coming from every direction, perfectly timed out actors, just crazy. The actor did not mean it, but one of the actors jumped up from the ground and hit me square in the nose. My nose is sore. Well, during the haunt, thank God it was near the end. I actually thought that I broke my nose, so I was sticking my fingers up my nose to see if there was blood coming out. Obviously the actor did not do that on purpose, but that's how intense this is. I mean, they came up, I got hit in the nose, his arm was just moved up or something when he jumped up, or did you see my armpit? That's kind of gross. And, so I was actually holding my nose for the rest of the prison because I was scared to death of being grabbed or touched or hit in some other way. So it's madness in there. Utter madness. And I gotta tell you, it's loud, it's claustrophobic, it's twisted, it's like a nightmare, it's wild, touched. You get touched like crazy. This is a very physically demanding attraction, by the way. Very physically demanding. If you have a bad back, if you have bad knees, if you have bad sense of a direction, this is not for you. Now, as you know, folks, I'm a big fat baby, right? But that means that I feel these attractions. Not everybody is scared by the same things. A lot of times you guys will ask me, what's scarier, this attraction or this attraction? I always say look at my reviews because we're all different, and fear is subjective. It deals with the way we were raised, our childhood, maybe the experiences that we've had, our DNA, whatever, just our likes and dislikes. So everybody's scared by different things. And I get scared by all these attractions. I'm not desensitized to them at all. I get very, very scared by them and intrigued, and I love every second of them. Um, and this place, the Prison of the Dead Escape, is really a never-ending nightmare of a place. And it tested my limits of claustrophobia. It tested my limits of just making you go insane. Um, and there are some things in here that I do not want to give away, that if you have a problem with darkness, you're going to be doing some things that are going to freak you out, and you're going to be saying to yourself, why am I going on here? Like, why am I going on? Why am I going forward on this? I mean, because I would never do this in real life, and I don't even want to do it now. Um, So anyway, folks, and from this, just an amazing attraction. And from the Prison of the Dead Escape, you can, if you're feeling daring in the dark, walk back, or you can wait for the bus. I believe that'll take you back, to the attractions again and to the main carnival type area. Um, this is overall, Shocktoberfest is a very, just some of the most brutal, violent, acrobatic actors I've ever seen, and they will grab you, touch you, push you, pull you, and they come from everywhere. This is a place, folks, where you will have very, very few times when an actor jumps out and you're like, eh, could have been better. You didn't scare me. No, I mean, every actor at this place, perfect timing, perfect, just awesome. Now we went on a dead night, okay? We went on a dead night, and we had there were some people behind us who kind of caught up to us at the prison or whatever, and some of the other places, and we were all getting scared. There were actors for everybody. They were perfectly timed. They would come out for the front people, for the middle people, for the end people, all at different times. So that was really, really exciting and just really, really fresh and cool. Some of the most brutal, violent actors I've seen, even violent towards themselves. Insane, okay? Do with that what you will. Very unique environment. The best candy selection ever, even though I can't eat it. Homemade apple cider. And there's some great hot apple cider there as well, so you want to look up at that. There's a dance club called Club Shock, and Shocktoberfest will actually host your birthday party at Club Shock, and you'll do the attractions. If you have a certain large group of people, they'll actually pick you up, I think, like a limo service to their school bus or whatever, the demented school bus. It's really, really wild stuff. This is it's a scary, it's an interesting place. It really, really is. And I want to give a shout out to an actor who was there in 2009 and 2010 when we originally went, and he is still there, folks. An original crop of a person, like from the original crop of actors. I don't even know this gentleman's name. We used to just call him Roy. I don't know why we called him Roy. This man will meet you outside in the carnival environment, and sometimes he will even follow you into the attractions themselves, and he will come out of nowhere and he will follow you in the darkness, and he will rub his blood all over you. I still have a little left right there. I have to get it off. I got to take a shower. But let me tell you, folks, he'll rub his blood and dirt all over your hair. His tongue is sticking out, and this man is one of the best actors I've ever seen. He has never broken character. You see him by himself, and he is still in character, just in the corner somewhere. This man is amazing. We saw people running away from him all night. And a very original actor who will meet you outside and keep your guard because you never know when he'll be there, and he'll latch onto you and never let go. Thank you, sir. So, folks, this is Shocktoberfest. Okay, this is Shocktoberfest. And this is, I mean, do with the stuff what you will here, folks. And I wanted to give you, basically the prices that you have here. All the attractions are $34. And the cool thing is they do offer some different things with the price, where you can do one attraction, two attractions, things like that. But $34, which is pretty normal now, I guess. High normal kind of thing. A lot of attractions right now are like $40. Like the big attractions are like $40. I'd say like the average price right now is like $30, right? Right? $30 for like the bigger ones, So $34. And we did a series of commercials for free. We don't work for Shocktoberfest. We did them for free because we're insane in the brain. And we did them for Shocktoberfest, and you can find those commercials on our YouTube channel, on the October Panic Attack YouTube channel. And all you have to do is go into our channel and search for the Shocktoberfest ones. I believe there are 8 of them. So you can find 8 like 1-minute ads that we did, and we used a crop of their actors for those commercials, and they're just weird and awesome and crazy. And you can actually see a loop of the commercials in line at the Unknown, I believe, if they're still up there. So we had an amazing time with these guys. This is Shocktoberfest, folks. Go on out there to Sinking City, Pennsylvania, right? Sinking City, yeah, I think it's Sinking City, Pennsylvania. It's right in the Reading area, and you want to celebrate their 22nd year. This is their 22nd year, so that definitely means something. And wow, these actors were brutal. Wow, I really feel so far for the 2013 season that I have been getting the crap kicked out of me. I don't know what's been going on with Haunted Attractions this year, but everybody is grabbing you, pushing you, pulling you, physically insane. What is going on? It's great. Just make sure you got your football gear on, you're physically fit, and you are ready to not just walk, but be crazy, almost beat up in a way. I did forget one thing. The Prison of the Dead Escape also gives you an opportunity to do something like the zombie mud run type deal, where you can go through the house and actually kind of be chased by zombies and have your organs ripped out. That's all I'm going to say. If you want to, you can do that. We didn't do that, but if you want to, you can. All that said, do this what you will. Do with this what you will. Okay? Make your own decision. But I love them. Thank you, Shocktoberfest. Thank you very so much, and happy Halloween to all of you guys. And if I see you somewhere, like I saw Tim tonight, say hello. We can talk. Enjoy the season together. Happy Halloween, folks.